How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Marin software. Many have been asking Dre, we need an update. Did you see what happened today? Yes, it had a very strong day inside the market, and we're going to be talking about it. But before we get started, of course, we got to jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is a technical analysis. We want to take a look at the price action. We want to know the areas of support and as well as resistance and what Marin could actually possibly pull off, especially as we come closer to the end of this week. Hey man, tomorrow's Thursday and then Friday. Shoot, the week's almost over. And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, what do the borrow fees look like? It's known for having very high borrow fees. And we also want to know the short volume ratio and the history, how shorts are vested inside of this play. And then when that is done, we'll be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions getting involved with large scale orders? The reason why this is important, because it will have an impact on the stock price. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for MRIN. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $9.75, being up 24.20%. On the low, it tested $7.85, and then on the high, testing $11.98. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, we traded at 44.751 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 12.889 million. So we traded at well above double the actual value. This is actually about what, 12, 36, 48, almost 3 times the amount of volume we ended up getting today that we normally get. So definitely that's part of the reasons why MRIN was able to actually have a very good day. So when we take a look at the chart here, one of the things we want to take a look at are areas of support. So one of the things we can see very clearly here, we do have an area of support right at this $8 level. We came from $7.85 and making a strong move all the way to $11.98. So it's very clear that we have an area of resistance right at this $12 level. This can be retested going into tomorrow, but I'm taking into consideration strong market conditions and as well a lot more buying pressure. I do feel like it should be able to get the similar amount of volume because this is showing up on radars now, especially due to the big move that it made. So taking everything into consideration as far as after hours is concerned, we can see it's around $10.38. So what I want to look forward to, if we can close after hours above $10, then of course tomorrow I'm going to be looking for a retest going to $12. And if we can get past $12 since we tested $11.98, then of course I am looking for this gap to get filled and a strong move going to around $13. I know what you're saying. You're saying a move to 12 going straight to 13. Yes, you are hearing this very clearly here. We might have a little bit of resistance right here around this 1280, 1290, but the way how Marin actually trades, I wouldn't be shocked if it goes to 13 or even touching 14. But for the most part, what we want to see is MRN finish above $10 for today, and then tomorrow doing that retest, going to 12, and then potentially making that move to 13. Let's see what happens. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for MRIN. So let's see. We have short volume ratio here at 21.95%. As we scroll down on the page, the short shares availability is at 400,000, updated 24 minutes ago. And as far as for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 82.97%. So that is very high there, updated 24 minutes ago as well. As we scroll down and take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, you can see on July the 19th, it was at 21.41. And then as far as for July the 20th close, which was yesterday, it's at 21.95. So taking everything into consideration here, it continues to have short squeeze potential, very high borrow fee and so forth. So this is part of the reasons why we end up seeing some very strong price action from MRIN, and it's why I had those predictions when I was doing the technical analysis. So definitely going to be looking forward to seeing how it performs going into tomorrow. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for MRIN. So we can see here on the inflow, we have 117, and on the outflow, we have 118. We have 28 on the large, 70 on the medium, and 19 on the small. For the outflow side, we have 24 on the large, 72 on the medium, and in small we have 21. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, as far as for today, July the 21st, we have 3,191.78. We also had an outflow day on the 20th, inflow day on the 19th, outflow day on July the 16th, and an inflow day as well on July the 15th. So for the most part though, it has been inflows for the past 5 trading days. So this is definitely something that is great to see, and we see institutions are loading up on shares from Marin as well. And I want to make sure you understand and you're prepared for that. And why does this matter? We could look forward to actually seeing a spike. Could it be happening on Thursday? Could it be happening on Friday? Well, we're going to have to wait and we're going to have to be patient to find out. Depending on how the market conditions look like, if you see the price is being suppressed or it's looking like it's going down, by all means, you take that in and then you come up with your own strategy. But do keep in mind that spike will come and you can look forward to that, especially going into next week. But again, barring on those conditions, because as we saw today, the market has been strong for today and as well as for yesterday, and we ended up having a very strong pop. So this is why all this information that I share with you guys, I'm hoping that you use it because it can really help you with being more successful with your trading. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts from Marin software, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it performs going into tomorrow and as well as Friday. And the reason being is we have institutions who are loading up. We also, when we went on Fintel, we can see as far as for the short borrow fees, it's well over 80%, and it's known for having high short borrow fees as well. And then on top of that, it still continues to have short squeeze potential. So one of the things I want you guys to look out for is making sure you keep it on your watch list, keep it on your radar. We saw some strong price action today, and then the last time I checked, it's doing fairly well going into the after hours as well. So if it can continue this momentum as far as going into tomorrow, like I was saying in the technicals, I'd love to see Marin get to the $13 range. But again, this is going to be dependent on the factors that I'm explaining and I've been talking about inside of this video. So if we have the right setup, of course, I'll be looking to actually get into a position. Also, if you guys want to know up to date or get real times in regards to when I go into a position, or maybe you want to make sure you have the right entry, then of course, be a part of the private group. Many people bring stocks across the way. We take a look at it, and then depending on where it is and where it lines up with our indicators and our setup, then we decide to go in with a position. So if you want to be a part of the community, you can find the link down inside the description, and we'll be happy to have you a part of the family. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.